Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. You look at this Cowboy defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, kill. Go.
Another run with Mitchell. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Running left, here's Mitchell. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Not the best of starts here offensively. You're back home. You lost a couple games in a row, and here's an early 3 and out to start things off.
And I think they were counting on being at home and having the home crowd carry them along a little bit to help things get better. But the bottom line is you don't get the crowd involved until you play better. They've got to create some first downs, some big plays, things of that nature to make sure that the crowd is right there with them.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
27.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Prescott on 1st down. He gets it to Cooks. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. This is Hines. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Third down and 1. Throwing. Prescott. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. They run again with Hines. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 9. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to put.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Brian Burns coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game. Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Brissett going to move him around here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a 1st down. Here's Hines. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They run with Hines. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good, and they're able to double their lead in this 1st half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown! A big play there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dragons strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. And his throw here is incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Can't get away, and he's taken down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles. That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd down and 8.
Hey, kill. Let's go.
But once again, it's Mitchell. And they work this out past the 25. 107 yards rushing for him now as he is finishing off the regular season with a bang.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 1st down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to the ground here. Mitchell shrugs him off. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. to Mitchell. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Hey, kill. Hey, kill. Let's go.
On second down, here's Mitchell. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they've worked on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's completion right there.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Kill. Go.
They'll run with Mitchell. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Screen play setting it up for Mitchell. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
Go.
Robinson is into the end zone. Touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Prescott now on second down. That is caught by Lamb. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
To throw is Prescott. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And again, it's Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. CeeDee Lamb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you've got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 126 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a 2nd and 2. Right back to Mitchell here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
This is 2nd and 8.
Go.
Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. Pass complete across the formation to Melton. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. A handoff from Mitchell running left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. A give running right is Mitchell. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's caught. Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz as time expires in the first half. And the Dragons have taken the lead on the final play of the first half. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'll be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight... Look at this! Middle of the field, a breakaway. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Another run with Mitchell. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Running left, here's Mitchell. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. This well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 180 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. They'll try to throw now. Brissett. Open man here. Schwartz complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, here's Mitchell. They find some open field here. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Dragons have moved out in front. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talk about that's exactly how they drew it up, because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellas up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
They run again with Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now the throw on 3rd down. Knocked away and incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 11 yards there, first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll pitch it out to Mitchell. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. This pass into the hands of Turner. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 1.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they take possession of the football and have it at their 36-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is Hines. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Montez Sweat. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Prescott now. And the throw there going to be incomplete. 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
36 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Saw the linebacker, Damone Clark, coming through with a stop.
Hey, kill, go.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Trying the right side with Mitchell. And he's out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Calling a gain of 10, and they pick up the first. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
From the gun to give to Mitchell. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Play fake, Brissett, and he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. On play action, Brissett escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead will hold at 6. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned.
They're taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.D. Lamb. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Here's a 2nd and 5. An option give now to Mitchell. Despite some tough running, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. But once again, it's Mitchell. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. Going for it, it's Mitchell. Oh, nifty juke there.
That's fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. A give here to Mitchell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Here's Brissett. Able to find Melton. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. They're shoving his way inside the 35. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Missed tackles may doom this team.
I just had a bad flashback. That's why I'm sitting up here with you right now. You've got to tackle him inbounds. You've got to wrap him up.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll come up now on second down. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he'll go down at the 28. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
This is 1st and 10. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's 2nd down. Taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock.
You're 19. Watch it. Hey, kill. Go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags.